Nsemmilkom nerġa' nilqakom għall-programm Sinjuri għat-Technology News illum se niltaqgħu ma' Gerardo Schiavone li huwa Compositor ġo dawn il-films u l-logħob tal-gaming li jagħmel is-special effects u se naraw ftit dwar din it-teknoloġija. Thank you very much for coming here, Gerardo, to tell us a bit about yourself. How would you describe your job today?
Okay, I am a visual effects artist. I work for a big production as a compositor. In this period, I am in a transition period because I just get way more interested in the real-time and video game industry. And I think in the future, this industry is going to merge with visual effects pipeline. So I'm actually active in this improving pipeline that is visual effects for cinematic with video game pipeline.
It's amazing, I think. Before we speak a bit more about it, can you describe some of your previous work and the titles you've worked on?
Yeah, I work the last movie I worked on is Black Adam. It's a DC Comics movie. Is the superhero The Rock in that universe. I was about to say Marvel universe because I was thinking about the other job I'm more proud of because it's a Marvel movie. Every visual effects artist dream is to work on a Marvel movie, and it's the movie Thor: Love and Thunder. Yeah.
And what else? What I saw quite a lot of titles that you showed.
Yes, in the past I worked on different Netflix series and other international movie like Universal, Warner Bros, like Wonder Woman, The Witcher, and yeah, this kind of movie full of visual effects.
What would you say today, so far, is your most favorite work and the work you're most proud of?
Okay, the work I'm most proud of is the Marvel movie Thor. Just because it's something like I can tell people I reached my goal to work in the best movie in the industry. But to be honest, the work I made on the movie, I'm more proud of. It's an Italian movie that is called Island of Roses. Just because I always had this idea in mind of that Italian movie is not so good, and we worked on this movie that was a mess, and we tried to fix every problem during the production, and we said it's gonna be a very bad movie. But at the end, actually, the team made a good job, and it was a good movie. It was a comic movie, and I like it. I enjoy watching the movie. I said maybe there is a chance to Italian movie and a small team to create interesting movie as well.
Fansat sal-punt li ħafna mill-proċess jista' jsir anki mingħajr l-iskrin aħdar għax kollox jista' jiġi ikkombinat b'mod diġitali u teknoloġija is-sofistikata. I'd like to speak about the evolving technology in this kind of work to produce this amazing content. If we take today's gimbal, what came before it and what do you foresee that's going to come after?
Okay, that's a good question. Actually, technology is going very fast. You really need to be updated every day, and if you are not updated, you're going to be slower in your work and in your process. Actually, related to gimbal, the camera stabilizer, I was working as Steadicam operator. I was actually learning, and I wanted to be a Steadicam operator in the same period where gimbal came out from the industry.
Which year was this?
It was 2017. And I realized, okay, I spent all this time learning how to use a Steadicam, that is a mechanical and difficult.
Was that hard work?
Yeah, it was very hard. It was very heavy camera and very hard job actually.
And you had to be physical about it also?
Yeah, I was more trained at that time when I was working in production. Now I work more on the computer in post-production. I'm not trained anymore like that. But yeah, basically what I realized is that even if there is a new technology, the old technology will not disappear, and the old expertise are always needed. It's a plus that helps you to do better with the new technology. So I think, technology is fast, it's very important to know, but if you learn something about the old technology, you have a plus for the next.
Can we speak a bit about your personal circumstance? Are you freelance, first of all?
I know. Actually, I'm working for a company full-time, and I'm also freelance. I have other job I do as freelance with a team that is very flexible. Based on project we gather and we say, okay, for this project we need 5 people to work on this, 7 to work on that, and I reach other person my colleagues that are all around the world, and I see who is free in that period, who's not. Because working for visual effects is very easy that maybe you work for a movie for 6 months and then you have 2-3 months because you are looking for another movie in another company. So it's very flexible.
For all those people out there who are working in this sector now, quite a lot of young people, what do they do to start up? Do they have to buy absolutely all the equipment that's available? How does it work?
No, I think actually it's the opposite. I think if you start working, especially in visual effects, where you don't need where you need to know how to optimize your process, if you have a slower computer, you will optimize your work better, so that when you go to work on a more powerful computer or in a company, for example, you are gonna optimize and work better with what you have. So basically, you train more on a low-budget computer. So in this case, it's better to grow with with your skill and to buy a new computer just if you really need it.
And what about going forward? You said you're in a transition in your career. Tell us about your forthcoming opportunities.
Yeah, actually, I realized that it's very nice to have this important achievement like work in the huge production like Marvel and DC Universal. But I realized it's something that is stressful, it's a very hard job, and you cannot focus on this kind of job for a very long period of time. And at some point you want to do something that is your idea, your team, something that looks more like a family. So that's why I'm working in the night after the full-time job to create this networking of people that is sharing this common vision and working on different projects based on the expertise we need.
What about merging film with gaming? How do you foresee that panning out?
Actually, this is the other point that is the focus of this group. I can say the name is District Zero, just because we are different districts all over the world. There are different persons, and in the future we think this can grow and they can be different company. District Zero is just the name of the network to connect these different companies all over the world. And actually, we are focused on this to improve the visual effects pipeline with the video game pipeline, Unreal Engine, for example, to make the project, especially in pre-visualization phase, faster and to show more to the client in a first stage, so that the client can ask all the refinement at the start of the project, so that you can deliver a very good product because you know exactly what the client is asking for.
Illum iltqajna ma' Gerardo Schiavone minn Grassano fl-Italja. Studja fl-Akkademija tal-Arti ġewwa Turin u ħadem madwar id-dinja bħala VXF artist fuq produzzjonijiet magħrufin bħal Thor, Black Adam, Wonder Woman, The Witcher u ħafna oħrajn. Illum Gerardo qed jiffoka fuq kif jagħmel it-tranzizzjoni mill-film għal gaming biex jaqadhom flimkien u jitejjeb l-esperjenza għall-udjenza. Signori, grazzi li qed issegwu dan il-programm. Ix-xandira bħalissa qed issir mill-Università ta' Malta fejn iltqajna ma' Gerardo Schiavone li għandu dan il-ġob bħala compositor ġo dawn il-films, il-movies, il-gaming li jagħmlu special effects. Dwar dak li rajtu smajtu illum għandkom xi kummenti ibatuhom permezz tan-numru li jidher fuq l-iskrin. Jiena Lea Hogg għal Net TV, imma qabel ma ngħaddu għar-riklami se nagħtu ħarsa lejn aġġornament minant Jerome Karwanacilja mill-Parlament. Ma fl-istess ħin dan il-budget huwa crowd pleaser għax min qed jirċevi jiġifieri dan il-flus żejda li poġġa biex jirċevi il-ħaddiem qed jieħdu gost bihom.
Le, aħna konna ċari dwar dan. Jiġifieri jiena bdejt biha f'din l-intervista illi bħal kull budget dan fih miżuri li huma tajbin u tajjeb tittejlu tajjeb. Dik il-politika tagħna. U aħna nsimbuttajna ħaddik eżempju l-kol addizzjonali. Din issemmit fil-budget tas-sena li għaddiet. Naturalment, tkellmu dwarhom l-NGOs, l-Alleanzi kontra l-Faqar, ma tkellimna dwar aħna wkoll. Jien flimkien mal-kollega Ivan tkellimna on sistejna illi f'dan il-budget iva jrid ikun hemm il-kola addizzjonali u naturalment li tingħata mbagħad mhux biss li tissemma u jidher li ħadd tingħata mill-informazzjoni li għandi għal Diċembru. Ġifieri hemm miżuri li huma tajbin u aħna naqblu magħhom. Il-problema hi illi il-viżjoni fit-tul, ġifieri il-fejn ħanieħdu dan il-pajjiż, inti li qed tismana u tixtieq inti ħaddiem u tixtieq illi temanċipa ruħek u tkun aħjar u allura jkollok l-opportunità għal xogħol aħjar, u allura l-importanza li jinħolqu setturi ġodda manka jsir investiment fis-setturi eżistenti biex ikollna pagi aħjar u mhux cheap labor, dwar dan il-budget ma jgħid xejn. Minix nesaġera ma jgħid xejn. Ġifieri għandi numru ta' figuri inkredibbli. Il-kelma viżjoni f'dan il-budget tissemma darba waħda biss. Is-setturi ekonomiċi ġodda tissemma darba waħda biss u fis-sustanza ma jgħid xejn. Dwar it-tibdil fil-klima m'hemm xejn. Dwar il-paga minima ma qal xejn ħlief illi għaddejjin id-diskussjonijiet mal-persuni konċernati dwar il-problema ta' traffiku. Għax nistgħu nitlu f'setturi oħra. Waħda mill-ikbar problemi li ta' kuljum niffaċċjaw hija traffiku. Issa it-traffiku illi tolqot il-kulħadd kemm lilna personali li tkun frustrat ġo traffiku qed taħli l-ħin ġo traffiku apparti l-impatt fuq it-tniġġis u fuq l-ambjent, però wkoll tolqot il-business realm. Ġifieri is-sidin tan-negozji ġu impattati għalfejn. Għax hekk qabel kienu jagħmlu 8-10 deliveries, fl-istess ħin minħabba l-problema kbira tat traffiku jispiċċaw jagħmlu 4-5-6 deliveries l-iktar. U allura qed timpatta l-opera tagħhom, allura qed kien jistenna illi f'dan il-budget ikun hemm il-viżjoni ta' kif se nindirizzaw din il-problema illi rrid ngħid problema li ilha snin u li issa aggravat u żdiedet. Iwa m'hemm xejn, tafx qalilna illi se jibda diskussjoni mal-stakeholders biex forsi xi servizzi ma jingħatawx qabel id-9 ta' filgħodu li hija proposta riċiklata semmit fl-2013, fl-2015 u fl-2017. U ċara li ma rnexxitx. Jerġa' jsemmi proposta riċiklata li ma ħadmitx, dik biss. Ġifieri ma kienx hemm viżjoni fl-iktar punti pertinenti dwar il-metro spiċċat. Ġifieri il-metro nefqu kważi €500,000 f'direct orders, f'20 direct order biex il-ġurnalisti u aħna forsi jagħmlilna iktar diffiċli biex nindunaw. Il-Ministru dak iż-żmien ta' Trasport nefaq mal €500,000 bħala marketing propaganda fejn biex jaqsam il-metro. X'sar minna l-metro? Ma jissemma xejn dwar dan fil-budget. Bekk aħna nitkellmu dwar dawn il-punti.